start.
Hello, Mary. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
So I'm an occupational therapy assistant. Do you have any idea what occupational therapy is?
No, I don't really know.
So occupational therapists are basically a healthcare profession that would help you to go back to your day-to-day life activities. And as we see that you have fell and you have your hip replacement surgery, so I'm sure that there are a lot of different day-to-day activities that you're not going to perform, that you're not performing as well as you used to do before your surgery, right?
Yeah, I'm quite afraid of falling again.
Okay, so we're gonna perform a COPM, that's Canadian Occupational Performance Measure interview. This interview is basically like help me to find out what you used to do and how are you doing today, like now after surgery, and how would you prioritize those tasks as based on importance, like how important those tasks are for you. You're gonna rate those things on scales of 1 to 10, 1 being like, yeah, this is like a little bit important for me, and 10 being yes, this is like a real important thing for me.
Okay.
Right? Do you have any questions about it?
No, if 10 is the most important and 1 is the least important, I'll try my best.
Yep, right. So we're gonna divide this into like 3 sections: self-care, productivity, and leisure. Self-care is like basically things that you do for yourself, as the name implies, that include everything like bathing, clothing, like eating and everything.
Okay.
Can you like give me a brief how your like everyday life is? I mean, like write something about it from yourself. Right?
Do you mean before my surgery or after?
Before your surgery.
Before my surgery? Well, before my surgery, I would get up pretty early, around 6 a.m.
Okay.
I would get up, brush my teeth, shower, get dressed, make some food. I like to go on walks in the morning.
Alright, I see.
But obviously with my surgery, I think I'm gonna take a pause on walking in the morning. And that's what I would kind of do for some self-care.
Yep. Are there like any specific activities in self-care that you want to work really important on? Like they're really important to you and you're not able to do them right now? You want to work on them?
Well, since my surgery, I've been having some issues getting dressed in the morning.
Alright.
I can put my clothes on my upper body with no issues. Just sometimes my pants, I have some issues, and my socks and my shoes, I can't really reach. Like I can't bend down to get those particles of clothing on, so I've been having some issues with that.
Okay.
And then I also have a hard time standing up for a long time. So I can't really shower.
Okay.
So some bathing is another concern of mine.
Alright, I see. So we can say that you have really hard time taking showers and getting yourself rest, right?
Yes,
How
I
would
agree.
you like to rate these things on the scale and just
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yep.
Well, I think that dressing is by myself is really important. I say a 9 or a 10.
Alright.
As well as bathing, I think it's also a 10.
Alright. And now we're gonna move to the next section, that's productivity. Productivity includes anything like what you do for work. It can be paid, it can be like unpaid, it can be volunteering, it can be like anything. If you're at a school, your education, your any kind of program. So can you tell me what kind of things you do that we can consider productivity?
Do you mean things that I do a lot or just a little bit?
Anything can be. Anything can be. You do it for one day, anything.
Okay. Well, I volunteer with my church
Alright.
a lot. I'm in the choir and Bible study,
Alright.
and I also attend Sunday service every week. I also, once a week, this is all before my surgery given, once a week I would attend the food pantry where I would distribute food, like kind of like the food bank, to those in need. And I would do that once a week.
Alright. And this thing also include about your household chores, how you do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Can you enlighten me on that too?
Before my surgery, I did household chores quite independently. Cooking and cleaning, I did mostly by myself. As I said, I live alone. But since my surgery, I've been getting some help with those activities.
Okay. So you used to volunteer in food pantry, you were quite active in church, you attend Bible studies, and you were pretty independent before, and now you made the system in your house church.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
So how important it is for you to be independent in your house and church every day?
Well, I do quite enjoy the help.
Okay.
You know, not having to do all my dishes by myself and clean up is quite nice.
Okay.
If I were to rank it on level of importance to myself, I'd maybe say a 4 or a 5.
Alright.
Like I said, I'd like the extra help, so, you know, as long as I can keep that, I will.
Okay. And about going back to your volunteering thing, like in the food pantry?
It's not so important to me. I know I have bigger fish to fry, such as getting myself back to normal dressing wise and bathing. Those are much more important to me. Volunteering and can certainly wait. I think it would maybe be a number 2.
Okay. And what about your Bible studies?
I'd like to get back to the church as soon as possible.
Okay.
So I would certainly say a 6
Alright, I see.
or a 7.
Now let's move to next category, that's leisure. That's, as the name implies, it's like anything that you do in your free time, like watching TV, anything that you enjoy doing in your free time, talking with the family, anything you do. So you said that you were quite active in church before, right? So we can place that in leisure too. So yeah, can you tell me anything more about your leisure?
I quite often enjoy reading.
Alright.
I don't really have a specific type of book I'd like to read, but I read a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, I used to go on morning walks. But I think after my surgery, I won't be doing so much of that.
Okay.
My family lives far away, so I often call them.
Alright, I see. Can you tell me like how many members are there in your family?
Well, unfortunately, my husband passed away a few years ago, which is why I live on my own now.
I'm sorry for that.
Thank you.
What about the children?
I have a son and a daughter, and my daughter has grandchildren.
Alright.
Yes.
And your son?
He's a lawyer, so he keeps to himself a lot. Both my children are very, very successful. They have full-time jobs. I'm very proud of them.
Alright. And do they visit you quite often? Like, do you have any, assistance from them during this time?
Well, my son is a little busy, so I mainly speak to him over the phone, but my daughter lives out of town, but she has come in to help me since my surgery. But she does leave tomorrow to go back to work, because she works full time as a teacher.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my children.
Right. You said you are quite like frequent with church. How do you travel to the church? What kind?
Well, my kids live out of town, and so mostly I get around through the senior citizen bus service
Alright.
that they have in town. And I use the bus.
Okay.
But
you-
sometimes I need to wait outside my house for a long time.
Okay. So you use roller walkers, right?
Yes, I do have a walker, yes.
Alright. And you use those things in bus too?
I would imagine once I return to some more of my activities, then yes, I will be using my walker around town.
Okay. And how do you feel about using walker in a public bus service?
I feel pretty good. I have some issues standing up from my walker. I can sit in it,
Okay.
and sometimes sitting in a chair or sitting in the walker, I have a hard time going from sitting to standing. I can't put a lot of weight in this leg, so I'm just
Okay.
having a few issues with that.
Okay.
But I think I'd be okay using it in town and on the bus. I know our community is quite accessible.
Okay, you said you had like difficulties in transfer using the walker, right?
Yes.
So do you want to be independent in that thing too?
That is a goal of mine. Yes, I'd like to be a little
Yeah.
more independent. Just I'm comfortable keeping my walker. I think it's just being able to stand up by myself.
Alright, so how would you rate it on the scale of importance? Like how important it is for you to be independent while using the walker?
I'd say an 8.
Alright. Can you tell me something about the place that you live in?
Well, I live in a condo. I live by myself.
Alright.
And I live on the 3rd floor. Unfortunately, there are no stairs, so I'm working towards doing the stairs again with my physiotherapist. We're working on that. But I travel 3 flights of stairs to get to my condo.
Okay, so I see there's no elevator access in your condo and you use stairs to go to the condo, right?
Yes, at the moment my daughter is helping me get up the stairs.
Okay.
She carries my walker and holds my arm.
Yep.
And she helps me get up. But like I said, the physiotherapist and I see him twice a week. He's helping me with the stairs.
Okay. So that was the question that I wanted to ask you. You have already rated all the activities that are important to you. So I want to create a list on that based on how you rated them.
Okay.
And that will be helpful for us to create a treatment plan for you so that you can, be back to as you want to be. So first is shower, like taking baths, you rated it 10.
Yes.
And then it's getting dressed, you rated it 9.
Correct.
And then it's using walker, using it, you rated it 8, that you want to be independent using walker.
Yes. I'm okay with some help right now, but eventually I'd like to do these things by myself.
Alright, then there is household chores. You want to be independent in them too, you do it times 6.
Okay.
And then it's your Bible studies that you want to go back to your Bible study. You did it 4.
Yes, as soon as possible I'd like to go back to church.
And then it's your volunteering at the food pantry, right?
Yes, that can certainly wait until I'm all recovered. I'd like to help myself before I help other people.
Yep. So your top 5 things that you want to do is like your shower, getting independent shower, independent getting dressed, using a walker independently, more like transferring independently in the walker.
Yes.
Then you want to be independent in your household chores and then going back to your Bible studies. So are you happy with this list of top 5 activities that you are willing to do?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm gonna show this interview with my OT and she's gonna
Perfect, thank you.
For your time, and yeah, that's all.
Thank you very much.